Good morning, Warren County. I'm your host of the show here at Warren First 931, Kelly Walker Slaughter. And we are live, of course, at Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli. We have a lot of things going on the show today, and I just want to make sure I get everything and anything out there as quickly as possible today. I am also trying to rest my voice. But in case you missed yesterday's show with, again, I want to say thanks again to Mud Bums for letting me come out there and do what I do and do my podcast out there live. We had so much fun. And I want to also say thanks to all my special guests, not just Brett Simmons, owner and operator of Mud Bums. But also, I want to give a shout out to Brian Carr, who came out yesterday and talked with us about the importance of voting once again, as well as yesterday was the deadline to register to vote. So, if you didn't get it in, you're not going to be able to vote in this upcoming election. But I always say no worries because just remember, get your registration in now so you can vote for the next thing, whether that's general voting for your county, your city, your community, and then when it comes again to doing the federal. It's very important to stay on top of those things. Um, and of course, he talked to us about early voting and more. With that also said, thanks to Melody Krim for coming and giving us the update about what happened over the weekend and more with the high school football game, the parade, the floats, um, all that. And you can actually see it in our upcoming newsletter as well if you missed it. But if you did miss yesterday's episode and you want to listen to it, we have it now available this morning on Spotify, Apple, and Amazon and Audible. So you are welcome to listen to that as well. Um, on top of that, we will be sending out a digital copy of our newsletter today. I did email. I didn't know. I don't think the teacher center is open during fall break, but I don't know. Don't count me on that. But I did text my good friend Miss Sherry to see if they were open this morning. Today is the last day. Oh, so she just texted. She said, "Today is the last day this week." Okay, good. I need let me text her this right quick. Lisa. Yeah. Okay. Okay. With that said, today's the last day that the teacher center is going to be open. So if you have a previous order, you can always collect those at you can't go in, but you can go up to the front door and get your order there. But of course, it is fall break. I hope everybody is enjoying that as well because it's just been, yeah, I'm going to take it in. But don't forget tomorrow, we do not, now that I know today also too is the last day for the teacher center, I'm not going to send them. Um, I'm not gonna send them the copy. It's only gonna be digitally available this week, our newsletter, since the teacher center is gonna be closed. So, if you want a digital copy of our newsletter, you can subscribe to it by texting the keyword local voice to phone number 931-305-0869. And then every Monday, Tuesday, I usually try to send out that newsletter. Now, I do apologize if last week, I don't know what I was thinking or where my head was, but I forgot to send out to our 50 plus subscribers the newsletter. And so I sent that out this morning as well. I saw that and I thought I clicked send, but it is what it is. I have moments. I'm human. I'm not perfect. But later today, you're going to get a second one for the October 7th edition of the newsletter. So please make sure and get that. Also, if anybody is interested, I'm talking about my newsletter of maybe a past newsletter that you may have missed, you can feel free and message me anytime because I have copies when I go and I replenish the newsletter areas. I go and I take over the old ones and replace them with new. And so, whatever I don't get to the nursing homes, I have extras. And if there was a newsletter that you liked or your child was in, please let me know as well at that phone number, and I'll make sure to get a copy for you. But with that said, going right into stuff, um, Melody has posted, you can go to her link. It's Melody Krim Photography. Any photos she took of the game, the parade, homecoming court, the floats, the pep rally, it is all in there. We can't put every single photo in our newsletter this week, but if you want a photo from that, you can check that link out, as well as our good friend, Brent Carden. He did a phenomenal job on taking pictures as well. Um, and then, of course, we did a shout out to yesterday on the show to our awesome Pioneer alum, C. J. Taylor. He is one of the three captains on the Vandy football team. And I know I'm so proud of living in a community that's got great representation like CJ Taylor, because, of course, we all know that Vandy beat Alabama over the weekend. So, one other thing, the Tennessee Wildlife Federation. I saw this. One thing that Miss Pat was saying is how, Tennessee is known as the volunteer state, and how when things are, looking down, don't you fret because Tennessee's got you. And with that said, not only are they looking for some more donations, and we have those lists shared on the newsletter because there's a lot. But I saw that the Tennessee Wildlife Federation said, they said an urgent need for deer donations. And it said on the post, which you can see this on Facebook and Instagram, deer hunters, we need your help as East Tennesseans are recovering in this aftermath from Hurricane Helene. Food banks and shelters are desperate need of meat protein. They can provide to food trucks ready to cook and serve to those families and servicemen and women helping the recovery efforts. Several hunters from the from Hunters for the Hungries participating processors have capacity for deer donations and are ready to serve this need. H&H Market in Elizabethtown or Elizabethan has already processed and distributed 14 deer donations. That's more than 2,000 servings of protein to communities that were impacted by the flooding. Hunters in East Tennessee can harvest and donate to H&M Market in the area processors at no cost to help feed the neighbors in need. You can find a full list of Hunters for Hungry processors at the tnwf.org/processors. Our hearts go out to the many communities across the Southeast working towards this devastation of storm. So, if you are a hunter and you want to send the meat or figure out where we can process it, there you go. Or if you already have meat that may be processed. Continuing on talking about the disaster relief, because that is one of the biggest topics right now. Farms, which is Stephen Hilton and them. They went out and donated and drove between him and Kissel Entertainment with the huge donations of water, which of course Kissel Entertainment is our folks that do the fair with us each year so far, and it was just a great. And you can see the video that Stephen put together while he was out there doing his caseload. And if you haven't noticed in the air, it is fall, everybody. I'm freezing where I'm standing right now. So again, it's just I don't know. But with that said, some important dates are coming up, and of course, all our community events are being brought to you by Reddick Brown Ford. Love them guys. But the McMinnville Parks and Recreation put out a date for October the 16th, which is on a Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Join us at the McMinnville City Hall on Wednesday at 5:30 for the lot. It's public input session. This is a chance to share um, your thoughts and ideals about the future of our community space. Your input is valuable, so please sign up and attend this in person event. Let's work together to create a vibrant and inclusive space for everyone to enjoy. So you can click on our Facebook or Instagram, whichever way you're following us. You can also go to McMinnville Parks and Rec. They have it there as well. And you just click to sign up. And so they know people are going to be coming because this is very important. Your input can speak volumes. I know there's sometimes we go to these events and I'll be the first to say it, and I don't sometimes feel like our voice is heard, but you never know until you show up. So please, your input is valuable. Always know that. It's more valuable in person than sitting on the couch at home thinking, well, what are they going to do with the lot? You know what I mean? Um, see here. Okay. In the Warren County school systems, published this a few days ago. If you missed this, new information for non traditional students. And it talks about key points, eligibility credit, and more. Make sure you check that out. Let's see. We did talk about that. We did also upload the press release from Chris Stafford, our district attorney for the 31st Judicial District. Um, and this is the press release regarding the convicted murderer, Marty Lynn Judd. And so you can read that and gather all that information and more. Let's see. Okay. So I have that. And then as I'm getting to it, mhm, and then let me go to oh, I could have gone on here. Um, So I go but there's a bunch of upcoming events for the month of October. So please, 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 when I say this, make sure you check out my page and make sure you check out the newsletter. Since I know that I'm not going to be able to get the newsletters in time today, I'm just going to do digital copies. And so I'm trying to cram in, I will for the digital copy this week, as much information as I can for the month of October. Now, not only can you get this information on our newsletter, but you can go to the Chamber of Commerce as well and see the upcoming dates on the community calendar that we sponsor with them because me and Melody Krim are the ones putting these dates in so we can get that out. But one big event that I'm trying to get them on. They are a company. The my hair salon I go to is out at Murfreesboro, but this is the closest. It's called a Wig Story, and it's a non-profit organization. And when I looked it up, the next closest one I think is in Nashville. And with that said, um, the Bombshell Salon in Murfreesboro is having a benefit on October the 25th, which is a Friday, from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. There's going to be free gifts for the first 20 guests. Now, a wig story. This is such a great, and I want people that have, a lot of us have been affected. We have cancer stories. Everybody in this community has been affected by cancer somehow, some way, whether it was family or a friend. And with that said, a wig story is a nonprofit organization that helps out men and women um, not only get free wig service, but they supply the wig, they match your hair color, they cut it for you, they help you take care of it and to show you how to do it for free. And I think it's an amazing organization that doesn't get talked about a lot. And I just heard of it because I was there that day and I go, Bree, I was like, what is this? And she goes, well, it's, my boss found this and shout out to her boss. But um down your pink wig and join us in a night where event where every toast brings hope. Together, we're wearing a pink for a purpose to celebrate strength, support survivors, and spark a change in the fight against cancer. There's going to be local vendors, food trucks. an honor wall, a mobile bar, live music, and a photo booth. And of course, details on what a wig story can do and can do for you and or your family or friend. And so it's just really neat. Look at it. I shared it the other day. I'm going to share it again as I'm going to sit here as I'm talking. Yes, yes. Is it going to post? Hopefully it shared it. But yes, look at it, guys, because this is again the nonprofit organization is called a Wig Story, and so the closest one, like I said, is in Murfreesboro, and it's not a long drive. If you take the Woodbury way, it's less than 35 minutes. So, and as I say, depending on how you drive. But they do such a great job there at Bombshells, and they do a lot for their community in, Murfreesboro, and I think that's is that called Rutherford out there? The Rutherford County community, and I just wanted to give some love to our neighboring counties because, you know, how I always say this, we work so well together as one community, but think about if we work together as multiple communities, and so I think this is just a great opportunity for people to get involved. And it is posted up there as I am seeing. I got to text Jason. Saying, what time? Come in. I was going to make today a little bit of a short one because I'm trying to save my voice. But with that said, let's go to our community events as I am trying to find it. And again, all these dates I'm talking about will not only just be in our newsletter, but it will also be in our on the community calendar with the Chamber of Commerce as well. So please make sure to check that out. Okay, continue. Sorry, I haven't logged in my iPad in quite some time. Oh, and some exciting news before I forget. Not tomorrow. We're going to be off tomorrow, of course. Okay, that's what I've been waiting for. Okay. So, with that said, I'm excited to announce that we are going to be at Home's grand opening of their new location on Thursday. So, make sure you check that out with us. I'll get more details later today on the location and the time. I know the time we're going to be out there, but let me get the location and I will go Facebook Live sooner than later. And also too, for everybody, um, I don't know what it is, but I'm always transparent on my end. But it's saying that, have you ever got those messages on your Facebook page about getting flagged for like copyrighted content? And you're just like, I'm sharing people's stuff. So I don't know how it's copyrighted. I don't take any credit. So it is what it is, I guess. Unless somebody flagged me, because that has happened too. But I'll find out. So these are going to be all scattered dates, but I'm going to do it anyways because there's a lot. Good morning. I'm at the dog's office. Oh, thank you, Missy. I love you. You're going to do just fine at the doctor's appointment. I promise. And I love you. Um, First up, the upcoming stuff as my throat's I feel like it's gonna give out, you know. With that said, the Halloween Throwdown, it's the second annual Halloween Throwdown event. Come join Halloween CrossFit's spooky workout of the day. Um, You can always, as always, costumes are encouraged. It's at 7 a.m. at Highland Rim CrossFit and enjoy some friendly trash talking. Main Street McMinnville's presents its downtown trick or treating, of course, on October the 31st. The first one being at 10 a.m. to 11:30, and this one's going to be for the special friends. For but everyone is welcome to join the fun. But we're hosting a special trick or treat time for our friends with special needs from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. And that's going to be on October the 31st. And then at um, 3 to 6, I believe that's what they said, is going to be everybody else. When school lets out, that's when all of downtown gets a little crazier when all the schools let out. So that's the trick or treating in downtown. And that's all I know about that event with Main Street McMinnville. If you want any more information about the Main Street McMinnville downtown events, you can always contact Jennifer at the Chamber of Commerce. Of course, rigor mortis, the haunted attractions are up and at it. I am not a huge haunted house fan, but I have heard amazing things about the rigor mortis haunted house. It is like, it's actually an award-winning haunted house, like, it's one of the top people say they go to. It has renovated 2 brand new haunted houses for 2024. It's the highest detailed standards in the haunted attraction industry, and it's the second haunted house has received a 150,000 facelift, including a state-of-art sound system and a professionally designed lighting to create the most immersive experience possible. The 2 haunted attractions, new themes, as well as Merlin award winning magician Jordan Witten Magic Theater. The magic of Jordan Winton appears in Jordan's Magic Reimagined Theater, located at the Rigor Mortis Haunted House. Experience a Vegas style show with a unique modern twist and turns that you never expected. Awarded Tennessee's largest grand illusion show by IMS, Jordan is proud to present an illusion show. It says in a show in an intimate setting like no other. So, again, if you are a huge haunted house fan, first and foremost, I always say do local first. So, go to the local. Also, it's the first annual Friends of Viola Valley Dogs Halloween photo shoot. It's going to be on October the 26th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Pioneer Building Supply, located at 231 Northgate. Drive next to Big Lots. We will have enormous amount of Halloween costumes, dog costumes for dogs for sale, and we'll be taking Halloween photos of dogs and or the people. And of course, the next big 3-star fireworks show at the Cedarwood Pumpkin Patch is going to be on October the 12th at 7:30 p.m. So that's another big event. Another one is join Smooth Rapids for their Halloween Float Spectacular at Smooth Rapids on October the 26th at 5 p.m. This spooky nighttime adventure will feature glow sticks, costumes, and night lights as we glide down the 2-mile stretch of river. Since the float ends at Smooth Rapids, we can take our time and enjoy the festive atmosphere without rushing. Um, it is the perfect way to celebrate Halloween on the water. We can't wait to see everyone there on this fun-filled evening of paddling, laughter, and unforgettable memories. At the end of the float, we will be camping, and we hope to see everyone there. And then also to keeping it with the dogs, the doggy dogs. Um, it's the annual yard sale for the doggies is coming up, weather permitting. It is going to be this Saturday on October the 12th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 121 Bonner Street. All proceeds will go towards the vetting account for City Babies, Tiny. Obstruction, or it says Tiny's NALAs, and any other unexpected medical needs, and also play care. If you would like to donate anything, like no clothes if possible, they don't want clothes. Um, Please let me know. She has a small building to store some things, but would appreciate if you could get it to me closer to the date for sale. And we will also be taking food and treat donations as well for the dogs. So that's just a little bit of what's going on. And I'm going to take a pause in that because my special guest is here. Come on in, Jason. Yeah, everybody's special.
That's right. I like.
And I'll back this up because you're taller.
Oh, I'm a tall guy. That's right.
That's all right.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I couldn't remember what time we said.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know he's coming. I know he's coming. But with that said, of course, with me, from TWRA, it is Mr. Jason. How
Hey,
are you?
all right. How you doing?
And of course, we always usually have Jason or Pete come in on the show to talk about upcoming things. And there's right now is the upcoming hunter safety class.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, so talk a little bit about it.
So we've got a hunter education class coming up, and anyone born on or after January 1st, 1969 has to complete this course once they turn 10 years of age.
Okay.
They can take it at 9 if they want to, but they've got to have it once they turn 10 before they go hunting. So,
Okay.
so we offer these in-class courses, and it's located at Northside Baptist Church, 1574 Yeager Road in McMinnville, Tennessee, and it's going to be Saturday, October 19th.
Okay.
From 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
So that is a week actually from this Saturday.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
And is there now when you do these events, they fill up pretty quickly.
Yes.
And so you need to call them and reserve your spot ASAP.
Right. And actually they can sign up online.
Okay.
That you can go to the TWRA website and sign up online there. And there's also like an event section on our website, upcoming events, and they can click on that, and that's on there as well, where they can go to sign up.
Oh, okay. So when they go to the website and or social media, maybe.
Yes, website is tmwildlife.org. That's
Okay.
usually where I
Easiest.
recommend people go. Yes.
And why do people need this? What's the purpose of this?
Basically, it's because we want to teach hunters how to hunt safely.
Yeah.
And so we teach different aspects of hunting and how to do it safely. So like hunting from tree stands, you wear a restraint device, so
That's
you don't fall to the ground. We teach firearm safety. We teach archery safety. Teach you about the different types of firearms, how to use them, the equipment. Teach some safety stuff, first aid stuff like that we touch on as well. So it's just a way to teach hunters how to hunt safely for themselves and for others around them.
I understand because and I now that Walker's 9,
right?
he can do this,
right?
so which he's really pumped about. So we have to sign him up for this while I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna forget today. I know it's gonna happen. But and also too with the hunter safety course, do y'all also talk about the right time to hunt during the seasons?
Yes,
because I know there's a different variety and a different time.
Yes.
And then like, is there a difference? I always like to throw a curveball. Is there a difference to you know, archer, bow, I guess would it be called bow hunting?
Yes.
And then shooting with a gun?
Right.
Gun hunting?
Oh, yes.
So can you like bow hunt anytime?
So yes, archery season opens first. It's the first deer season that opens up, and it runs the length of all the deer seasons. So like it starts with archery only, then it moves to muzzleloader archery, then it moves to gun, muzzleloader, and archery. So you can hunt, with different things at different times of the year, but archery opens up first, and you can go all the way through all the seasons with archery.
Okay, because I heard somebody the other day say that I was bow hunting. I'm like, whoa. Is it even time for that? And they said they saw a deer, and they're like, well, yeah, it's bow time, so I can at least try it with a bow.
Right, yeah.
And then my son, of course, now is like, well, I gotta get a bow. And I'm like, you already have one. And then also too, talking about gun safety, is this always something good for people to come back and just get re-educated? Because this is a free program, correct?
Right. This is free. There's no charge at all. And yes, that it would be good for any age to come. Because it's changed. This course has changed since I took it when I was younger.
I was gonna say,
so they've added more stuff to it. So absolutely, it would be good for anybody to come take it at any age.
Because I'm assuming you talk about stuff like, because just recently I remembering the last thing we did with you guys, which was the big turkey hunt for the youth. For the youth, which again, if I say this, and I know Jason can back me up, I think that it should be bigger. It needs to get bigger each and every year. If you have a child interested in hunting, or whether it's turkey, deer, or whatever, going to these youth led events, it really opens their eyes, and it's super fun. And the donations that people the organization receives, I mean, it is overwhelming, the stuff that the kids, every kid wins something right now,
Right.
which I think's
Right.
great.
Right. Oh yeah. Right.
And they always could use a new little what is it called, a blind tent or whatever. I'm slowly picking up on the lingo.
A hunting
No,
blind. Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
hunting blind.
Yes.
But again, is there anything else that is going on that you also would like to talk about as
Oh,
well?
we have the youth young sportsman hunt coming up.
Okay, so we have one coming
So
up.
there is a young sportsman hunt. It's for ages 6 through 16. Kids
Okay.
ages 6 through 16 can participate. And the first one is October 26th to the
Oh,
27th.
wow.
So
Okay.
we always try to have this hunter education course before
Beforehand.
that so they can
Mhm.
get that in if they need it. And it's a good time. They can kill a buck or a doe on that
Yeah.
during that time on that hunt. So they got to be, with a non-hunting adult, of
Yeah,
course.
of
So,
course.
but yeah, that's one of the big reasons we try to have this in that time frame.
Mhm.
Um, so
And then too, as I'm thinking about this, and a lot of people don't know about this, I don't want to say it's a trick or a loophole, but when your child is born,
mhm.
getting registering your child, is that still a thing?
As far as getting like a lifetime license,
Yeah.
yes, I would highly recommend
Yeah.
that because that is
I want you to talk about that
right.
because it was 200, like when we bought it for
Mhm.
Walker, it was 200 and something,
Right,
or 100 and something, I
right,
think. And then when we got for Randy Jane, it was 200 and something because of course
right,
things go up.
right,
And again, Walker's fixing to be 10. Randy Jane's 2. I just want everybody to know. But when we got for her, it was 2 something. And this applies for all the hunting needs, and
yes,
whether
yes,
it's fishing, whether it's hunting deer, turkey. And if you have that though, Jason, do you still need to do this?
yes. You're still required to do the hunter
Okay.
education course once
Yeah.
they turn 10. Yes.
Okay. I
Mhm.
didn't know. Just
Yes,
asking.
yes, you are.
Oh, and then of course, I was trying to think of it. Is there any other question I haven't asked you? Because I was trying to think. Hunting is not my forte. I'm slowly picking it up now that Walker's doing
Right.
a lot more. Is there any guidelines that you can, like the basic ones, people, if you already have your education class in, that people might need to follow, that are the basic ones, because you see a lot of this pop up that people may not be aware of. Like you get calls like, "Hey, da da da's doing da da da."
Right.
Do you get those kind
I
of
mean, I
calls?
get various calls,
Mhm.
from day to day. Some of them are stuff that's illegal. Some of it's legal, and people don't realize it's legal.
Yeah.
So it's just from day to day. It's just different stuff.
So if
So,
anybody has a question, can
mhm.
they contact you guys?
Yes, I can be contacted at 423-839-5975.
Okay.
So,
Do you want to give Pete's number out? I see he's on
yeah,
there.
he's on there too. I can give his number. It's
Yeah.
615
Call him first. Harass Pete first.
Pete's number is 615-339-4704.
There you go.
Yep.
But again, it's always a pleasure having you guys in here. And can I steal this before you leave?
Absolutely. Here you go. You want one of these? And I brought you a guide
Yeah,
too if you want
I'll
a guide
take
as
that
well.
too. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah,
Because I'll talk about it
there
leading
you
up
go.
to the event
Yeah.
with the little thing. And this is the
That's
event
the,
you're talking about?
yeah, this is the young sportsman hunt, but here's all the different seasons. Like
Okay.
Warren County's in unit 3. So you go over here, units
Ah,
1, 2, and 3. That's, everything that's open and closed, and
okay.
all the different season dates are right here as well. So,
Awesome.
so there you go.
Okay, I appreciate that.
You're very welcome.
And like I said, anytime y'all ever have anything, just text me, man.
Okay. We'll do.
And and you can go now.
All right. Well, thank
That's
you for
how
having me.
easy it is.
I appreciate you having me.
You're
So,
welcome. And I will make sure once this video is posted, I'll post all this information in the comments below, guys, so you can have easy access to it as well. So you know who to call, where to go, and how to do it.
correct. That
Thank
sounds great.
you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Anytime, man.
All right. Good deal.
All right. Now I just got to do one more thing and I'm done for the day.
There you go. Sorry.
No, no, you're fine. Listen, I just do stuff live and raw. I don't edit nothing. This is how it is, you know. All right. See you, buddy. Anytime. Okay. Now, real quickly, guys, as we're getting geared. Okay. As I'm looking. Okay. I did get a message over the weekend, but I think I also got a text message too as well. Let's see. No, I'll just go to my messages on Facebook. A couple more events that is going on. Yes, I'm on now. Is no one watching me or seeing me? Yep. Oh, Jan, are you watching now? I hope so. Oh, how long is the course? Just okay. Sorry, I just saw it. It's just one day. Let's see. It's from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Brian. And I'll post this up on all students must attend the entire day. Okay. But I'll post this up on the Facebook page as well today. And but yeah, it's an entire the whole day from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And I just lost that page like a dum dum. And if I don't find it now, guess who's not going to find it ever? Me. But there's several events going on this weekend. First and foremost, I want to tell everybody about an event that I'm going to be over. It's of course this weekend is the second Saturday of the month. And with that said, I'm just going to have to go through this later. With that said, I'm going to be hosting a party at North Spring Street in downtown McMinnville from 5 to 8 p.m. And it is going to be a glow party. I got glow sticks. I have foam sticks, these big ones that go dunk, dunk, dunk. And I'm going to be set up shop in, of course, the townhouse of Jason Gross's. Um, garage. And I'm also going to be setting up with Papa John's Pizza, as well as I was actually finishing up the flyer today because I wanted to make sure I got everybody in that was going to show up. And there it is right here. Okay. I'm going to have Papa John's Pizza there as well, serving up, handing out some slices of pizza. I'm going to have Alora's sweet Alora's Sweets, as I'm trying to zoom in here, sweets and popsicle treats. She's also going to be throwing in some hot drinks as well because of the cold night, like some hot coffee and cocoa. And a shout out to Shaken Glass. It's your party. Our shaking glasses, and it's a mobile bar. They are going to come and it's non-alcoholic drinks. When I say mobile bar, it's just gonna be, drinks, and they're gonna make some cool mocktails that night. Well, you're welcome, Brian, that I'm really super excited about, and they're gonna have some snacks as well. But come out, Miss Lisa Z is gonna be there. She is running for the upcoming, Caney Fork Board of Directors. So if you are a Caney Fork member, well, that means you pay for the electricity with Caney Fork or an employee with Caney Fork, this is your time to come to her and talk to her about like what you would like to see change because a lot of her platform is about it's about the people, it's about everyone, it's about the members to make sure that they're happy with their service as well as um, making sure that the employees are getting the best benefits as possible. And so if you have any concerns or anything and you want to stress them to her, this is the time to do it because a week from this Saturday is the vote to vote for the upcoming new board for Caney Fork Board of Directors. And of course, Glenn Mitchell is the incumbent. He took over a little over a year ago when Bobby Love, God rest his soul, love that dude, was amazing. You know, they don't it's just like my daddy, they don't make them like that anymore. You don't see that a lot. But with that said, um, the board voted Glenn Mitchell in. to finish out Bobby Love's term. And so now Mr. Mitchell and Miss Salvianas have to run for this next year for the position of Caney Fork Board of Directors. And so if you're a member, you get to vote. This is similar to how Ben Lomond did theirs. It's all going to be at the Milner Recreation Center starting at 10 a.m. You can enjoy some breakfast, some great lunch, food. There's going to be food, music, and more. And they're also going to give out a few things to the first few people that walk through the door as well. But make sure you bring I think there's some guidelines, and I left that book in my car, so I do apologize. But you can also see on if you follow Lisa on her page, you can see on there information of the guidelines and how the voting breaks down and things like that. Because once voting is done and they go through the whole meeting, because that's what they do, it's their annual meeting that they put in together. You can go in there and at the end of the meeting, they announce who the new 2024 2025 board is. So make sure you be a part of that. Let me get out of this right quick. Let's see. I know it's in here, and now I'm not going to be able to find it, and that's going to bother the heck out of me. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Good. I found it. Another event that is coming up this weekend, besides the second Saturday, and I do highly recommend everybody should be coming out and showing up because it's just going to be a great event. Not just the businesses downtown here on Main Street, but also check out North Spring Street and help us light it up this year. That is my goal. That is my hope. If possible. Okay. With that said, Cody Jones, he texted me several times, and I've been meaning to talk about this event. It's also going on October the 12th. Um, it's going to be at the Warren County Fairview Community Center. It will be open for a fun car cruise and a benefit to help a lady that is sick with brain cancer. Her name is Vicky Whitley. It's Jason Greeno's mother. All money will go towards her medical bills. She is now in a nursing home, and the family's asking for everyone to come attend this event for her. Thank you. In the community center, it's going to have dinner plates with hamburgers and hot dogs with drinks for $10 a plate, and that's going to be on Saturday, October the 12th. And they did ask me to come out and be the DJ event. Why would it be canceled? Well, now I gotta ask him. Okay. Is this canceled? I was gonna put it even in the newsletter. Is your event? I'm gonna double check. But with that said, that is coming up this weekend as well. There's other events coming up this weekend and for the rest of the week. But the big ones this week, of course, is this Thursday. I'm going to be going live once again at the grand opening of Homes store number 2. I cannot wait to see Miss Sheila and them as well. Um, but make sure you come on out for that. And I do hope each and every one of you guys are enjoying your fall break week as well as I will be. I'm going to go be with my son now. But take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, Warren County, keep it first.